Hi, everybody. This is Joe Esquivel, and I would like to read to you guys a story that I created back when I was in high school about, let's see, 2006, about 14 years ago. It was the first story that I wrote, and there's many, many, many more stories. I created a character, and I call it Monkey Girl. It was around the time when I kind of wanted to make it into an animated feature or something. And, well, it was pretty much based off of the cartoons of my childhood growing up in the early, mid to late 90s and also throughout the 2000s. I would really like to know what you guys think of it. Anyway, so here's my story. I've copywritten it in a website that I've created. I'll try to provide the link down below. This is Monkey Girl, and the name of this chapter is called Distractions. Here we go. Monkey Girl is asleep when she is woken up by the sound of her alarm. She looks up to see it's only 6 a.m. She gets up to use the bathroom and then comes back to bed. I think I'll sleep a little bit longer, she says. Nearly 2 hours pass, and she once again awakens. I'm late, she cries. As she jumps out of bed to dress herself, suddenly her mom walks into her room. Good morning, Jania, her mom Kim says. Mom, Jania whines. What's wrong? asks Kim. Everything, Jania cries. I'm tripping over my school clothes, my socks aren't in pairs, my hair is shagging in my eyes, I only slept for like 4 hours last night, and worst of all, I have an overdue library book. From 2 weeks ago! I gotta go! As Jania rushes out of the room, Kim follows her and assists as she has breakfast first. Suddenly, Jania runs into her little sister, Melissa, in the hallways. Good morning, big sister, Melissa greets Jania. Move it, loser, I'm late, says Jania. She runs out of the house, heading towards the library. As Jania arrives, the librarian asks her what took her so long to return the book. Jania replied that she thought the book was lame and she just forgot about it. She then walks into the computer lab where she hears a noise coming from the closet door. What in the world? Jania says to herself. Then the room turns quiet. Then, from out of the closet, comes Jania's classmate, Chimp Bonanno. Greetings, Jania, and pleasant morning. As Chimp says this, the tardy bell rings. Oh, hey, Chump. At least I'm not the only one late to school, Jania sarcastically glances at Chimp. Oh, well, that goes to show you I'm not as nerdy as you see me. I can be a bad boy, Chimp says. Yeah, whatever, Chump. Now out of the way, Jania says, beginning to leave. Wait, don't you want to see what I was doing in the closet? Chimp says as he stops her. No, not really, Jania responds. I was collecting dust bunnies. Look! Chimp pulls out a giant ball of dust the size of a baseball from his pocket. Ew, Jania gasps. Here, feel it, Chimp says to her. Get that crap out of my face, Jania cries. Jania, it's not... Well, I'm sure it's been there for so long that it could consist of some rat feces, Chimp explained. Jania screams as she runs out of the room. I've got to get to school, she cries. But then slowly pauses for a moment. Wait a minute. It's like 9 o'clock. I'm sure attendance has already been taken. And I'm already marked absent. And Mom knew I was running late, so I should just read and take my time. Jania says calmly to herself. She puts her book away and walks down the street and passes by the local fast food restaurant where breakfast is still being served. Mom did forget to pack my lunch today, so I'll just stop by and get some pancakes right quick. Jania walks in and gets herself some breakfast. By the time she finished, it was already 9:30. Well, at least I've eaten, she says as she walks back to school. But along the way, Jania is distracted by so many things. From an old man riding his bike, to a half-empty video game arcade, to a taco stand at 3:15, when she became hungry again. By the time she reached school, it was 3:50. Jania had realized she had missed a whole day of school. Well, what are the odds they realized I was gone, she says as she walks home. As she walks inside her house, Kim greets her. Hi, honey, how was school? She asks. It was okay, Jania replied. What did you do today? Kim asked. Nothing at all, Jania says, heading upstairs to her room. Suddenly, the phone rings. Kim answers it. Jania pauses on the stairs as she listens in on the conversation. Kim hangs up the phone and turns to Jania with a look of anger. Well, I have a ton of homework to do, so I better get started, Jania quickly turns up the stairs. Jania, monkey, get back down here now, Kim screams. The next day, Jania arrives home from school once again, and Kim asks her how her day went. Jania whined about how boring and long it was. Kim laughed, saying at least that was proof that she was there. Later that night, Kim gets dressed and goes out with her friends. Jania whines, begging her not to go. Mom, this isn't fair. I've learned my lesson. This is a cruel and unusual punishment, Jania cried. Jania, I don't want to hear it, Kim answered. The doorbell rings. Kim and Jania walk into the living room where Melissa's sitting on the couch. Remember, Melissa, your sister's bedtime is at 9, and yours is at 10, Kim says to Melissa. She heads out the door. As she reaches her friend's car, Kim sees Chimp Banana walking down the street. Good evening, Mrs. Monkey, Chimp says. Hello, Chimp. Jania's inside. She's punished for skipping school. Oh, really? So she can't go out anymore? Chimp asks. No, she can, just not tonight. I gave her the worst punishment I can think of. Something I know she hates. Chimp looks at Kim strangely before asking what Jania's punishment is. Kim responds, babysitting. The end. This was actually the first Monkey Girl story I ever wrote. As I said, I wrote it 14 years ago. It's in its editing stage still, but I just really would like to know what you guys think of the story. I hope to someday honestly get published and perhaps even, I don't know, maybe see it as a cartoon made someday. I wouldn't mind if it's a cartoon or if it's a book intended for young adults or something. I don't know. It's something I've decided to pursue after 14 years of simply writing in journals. So yeah, and I mean, you guys let me know what y'all think of it, and I appreciate any feedback. My reading, the way I read is it doesn't do the story justice. That's for sure. But well, that being said, I will provide a link to where you, the readers, can click on the link, and it'll take you to my personal website, and you could read the story for yourselves. And I really honestly appreciate you guys listening this far, if you have. And once again, this, I'm recording this live. I don't have anything written down or anything other than the story. So I just want to say thank you all for listening. Have a good evening. Let me know what you think. Good night.